Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, original, chapter number 4, text number 20. Jnana Yoga. Tyakta karma bhala sangam nitya tripto nirasraya. Karmani abhi pravruto abhi naiva kinjit karodi saha. Having detached from the result of his activities, always satisfied, nirasraya, not depend on anything else but self-centered. That person renders no fruity actions, despite being engaged in all sorts of activities. Here Krishna says that we shouldn't be dependent on anything else, even the fruity actions. Fruity action means desiring the results from your action. You may think, how is that possible? If I don't desire results, how would I actually live? Actually, the actions that you perform, you are definitely getting the results of it. But the moment you ask or demand the results, according to the Supreme Law, you are considered to be polluted. Because we do not know the science of karma, most of the time we misconstrue the Lord's advice. It is not the Lord's problem. It is our problem. Why? Because we have forgotten the real identity. In the last lecture, we explained the main miseries in this world are death, birth, old age, and disease. Now we can see worse than these four miseries. There is another misery, that is loss of our original memory. We lost it. Just like a wealthiest person has a son and he leaves home not accepting the authority of his father, and he gets into an accident and he lost his memory. Now what is he going to do? Because this incident of accident happened far away in another country, maybe in a distant place. He can't remember. And people are so wretched, they don't want to help him either. And he loitered here and there, even ready to eat the trashes thrown by some restaurant. Here is the wealthiest person's son, but he lost his memory. But he does remember his present existence, that I am, yes, alive. There is no doubt about it. But he forgot the entire past. That is our situation. We have forgotten that we are the children of Krishna. Biggest problem. Like this boy separated from parents. Now he doesn't need to serve the parents. But at the same time, he forgot his parents. That is bad. Similarly, we separated from God. Now we don't need to serve God because we are deranged. We consider that as a positive thing, but it is not. But we are still serving, but that service is misplaced. There are many people who clean up the dog's poops. In the Western countries, most of the time their relationship do not work. So at least they keep some dogs and keep cleaning the dog's urine and stool. And they think that is the happiest things to do. One thing, you didn't want to serve the Supreme Lord, but He is giving the service to dog or some other pet animals. Service has to be done. Now, this wealthiest person's son lost his memory, that he is unable to remember his origin of life, that is his mother and father back at home. He is trying to retrieve the memory. Sometimes when you witness a crime, the intelligence department will come to you. They request to you, please try to get it. But you strive to get that. But you are unable. You said, no sir, I can't remember what happened. Though I witnessed it. Why would we quit our parents in the first place? Because we want parents to work according to my way. Similarly, we want God to work our own way. Therefore, we are separated. When that comes to the mind, that I must have a different life. In the scripture, it is said, Krishna bhuliya jiva bhoga vancha khare, nikadastha maya tare chapadiya thare. When a jiva soul wants to lead his own life and enjoy Krishna bhuliya by forgetting the natural and constitutional position of God, that He is the supreme, preeminent personality, we get into deep trouble. Why? Because we want to enjoy our mind and senses. And God has His own program for us. And we are not interested in Krishna's way of life. Just like parents would say, you serve us, therefore we have begotten you. And children are not ready to do that. Because they are individuals and they want to enjoy their own life. Exactly that is not the case with us. Because the Supreme Lord is all opulent personality. There was no deficiency in obtaining any articles for our enjoyment. Unlimitedly provided everything. But somehow or other we created a mentality to enjoy independent of God. Nikadastha maya thare, chapadiya thare. The illusory energy standing nearby, and she slaps you and sends you to this material world. That is called a struggle for existence. For living, we have to work so hard. If this man would have gone back to his parents, wealthiest parents, after all those wealth would be transferred to you. But we were not agreeable with that. Instead, we want parents to go out. It's not possible. Only we have to go out. So you left the parents was justified being separated from them. But you are not in a great position now, serving cats and dogs, fallen bosses, serving some company, rules, regulations. You have to come this time, you have to go this time. If there is an extra work, you have to stay back. How do we think that we are justified by being separated from our parents or God? That kind of actions do not seem to be very intelligent. So, leaving Krishna, coming to this material world, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, hunting after opposite sex, eating carcass of animals and humans. It is like a beggar eating trashes from the garbage can thrown by some kitchen staff. But a sane person, recognizing your original identity, come and tell you, sir, I know your father. You're such a great son of a great father. Why are you eating these garbages? Stop it. Because he doesn't remember anything. So when we approach people that they have forgotten their real identity and suffering and struggling in this world, they don't care. They don't listen to us at all. They have no interest. They just want to watch YouTube movies and get 1 or 2 times of food and work for a few hours and they are happy. But they don't know Their happiness is very transient. Within no time, we can lose everything. And there is no good karma reserved because we never did anything for future progress of our life. We only enjoyed life. So it is the pious activities would lead us to the better situation. Just like a good behavior of an employee, force an employer to give that person promotion. So the biggest disease is the memory loss. To remember our past memories of this life, we take tablets and tonics from Ayurvedic stores so that I can have good memory power. In the same way, when we want to remember our original life, it is a Vaishnava who can tell your original position. In this way, you will become a special person. We must have heard about the preeminence. What is it all about? That distinguish you from rest of the people. The qualification that we need to develop to become a preeminent person. We need to show clemency to all living entities. That is the first qualification. There are 8 of them. So it's all about the actions and controlling our mind from desiring anything that is illegal or for our own sense gratification. So we need to be completely detached. If we don't have that quality, let us develop that quality now. Since we came to know Nirashir, Nirmamo, we shall not be illusioned by any material articles. Nirashir, live our own life in a decent manner. So, we explained that the biggest problem is the memory loss. So therefore, we need to study scriptures. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Maya Mukta Jivera Nahi Swada Krishna Jnana Jivere Krubaya Koile Krishna Veda Purana. Because being attached to all these material things, illusory things, the people have no taste for Krishna Jnana, cultivating knowledge about Krishna. Jivere Krubaya Koile. Because Krishna felt compassion for these forgotten souls. Krishna Veda Purana. Therefore, the Lord has given us the Vedas and Puranas. So, through those knowledge, we can understand the supremacy of the Supreme Majestic Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. All of our problems will be solved and resolved. So let us hear about Krishna and act accordingly. Thank you very much. We will continue. Hare Krishna.